Hello everyone, I hope you all are good, doing well. So today we are here with the second theme of today's newspaper. Yesterday we have covered one theme from yesterday's newspaper, and today we are going to see the India-Bangladesh relationship in depth. That was the theme in the Hindu newspaper. So this lecture is being represented by me. My name is Shama. So whenever we start or whenever we read any topic, yesterday also I emphasized on the same thing. Like whatever material, book, resource you are referring, you should try to see that it has relevance with your syllabus or not, because during the preparation time we have very limited time to prepare, and we should read only those material and those book which has direct or indirect connection with your syllabus or with your exam. So here we are going to see, like if I talk about this India and Bangladesh relationship, there is a no direct mention of this topic in our prelims syllabus, but there is a direct mention of this topic in the GS mains syllabus, that is international relation, India and its neighborhood first policy. What I have done here, that what can, if there is a possibility of essay topic, so what kind of a theme it would have, or what kind of a topic they could create. So India's relation with its neighbor, how India is supposed to tackle its bilateral relation during turmoil in neighboring countries. So you can use this India-Bangladesh relation also. Apart from that, you are going to see the another neighboring country of India where we are seeing a certain kind of turmoil, be it political, financial in Bangladesh, be it in political turmoil in Afghanistan, even in Pakistan, and in China, like the role of China. Next, we are going to see cultural diplomacy as a bridge in India and Bangladesh relationship. So if this topic is going to be in news, so there is a possibility that UPSC or PCS exam can ask essay topic of this theme. So how we are going to cover this lecture, you guys can see historical ties between India and Bangladesh. Then we are going to see importance of Bangladesh for India, area of cooperation between India and Bangladesh, challenges in the relationship of India and Bangladesh. Then we are going to see a new chapter, like we have seen that after 15 years of its rule, Sheikh Hasina has resigned last year, and we have seen she has to left her own country. So what kind of a new scenario has been created, and what is like challenge it has created, what kind of a challenges it has created for India. Another point which we are going to see the positive development during the Sheikh Hasina regime, and we are going to see also the challenges of like new government if it's going to be formed, and what kind of a scenario has been created after her resignation. And then conclusion. So the first point is historical background. So we are seeing here that it is not new. We are having a healthy relationship with Bangladesh before even Bangladesh got liberation. We share the same linguistic and cultural heritage, and in the year 1947 when India and Pakistan got independent, so Bangladesh was not known as Bangladesh, it was known as the East Pakistan. India has actively helped East Pakistan in order to get liberation as a Bangladesh in the year 1971, and that is the reason we celebrate 16th December as a victory day in India, and Bangladesh celebrates 16th December as a liberation day in Bangladesh. After 1971, when Bangladesh got liberated, we have established Treaty of Friendship, Cooperation and Peace in the year 1972. So the next slide and subtopic would be importance of Bangladesh for India. So first important would be geopolitical. The question has been asked in prelims, like which country, neighboring country of India, share the longest border with India, and that is Bangladesh. That is 4096 kilometer long border. So you guys can remember directly this point. Next question, prelims question, that is which all states share border with Bangladesh. Indian states share border with Bangladesh, that is Assam, West Bengal, Mizoram, Tripura, Meghalaya. You can see here. I try to create the map so you can see this map. This is here West Bengal share the border. This is Meghalaya. This is Bangladesh. You can see there is a border share from Assam this side. Then we see here Tripura, and then we see here Mizoram. Next, in order to counter China's strings of pearl policy, we need Bangladesh. So what is this China's string of pearl policy? Like it is a kind of a geopolitical theory that describes China's strategy in order to build a network of port and military base in Indian Ocean regime. If I could give certain example, like China has its dominance over Gwadar port, it has already bought in Bangladesh. The next point, the next port which we can see, the Djibouti port in Africa. If I see the next Hambantota port, that is in Sri Lanka. So China is having its strong hold and creating a military base around Indian Ocean regime. So in order to counter this China's string pearl policy, we need Bangladesh. The next thing which we are seeing, economic importance, like Bangladesh is the largest trading partner of India, and around 14.01 billion US dollar bilateral trade we have done in the financial year 2023 and 24. This data will change in the coming year, so you can update your data. The next importance, cultural importance, we share the common history, culture and heritage. And the fourth important thing, environmental concern. Like Bangladesh and India, around 50 river share boundary between Bangladesh and India, and we have every year we have seen the issue of flood. So we can tackle this kind of a issue with the help of Bangladesh mutual understanding between Bangladesh and India relationship. The next slide, we are going to see the area of cooperation where we can have like we can try to develop a healthy relationship with Bangladesh. Security and border management, like the border area we have seen a lot of issue like human trafficking, counterfeit currency, illicit drug trafficking. So with a good relationship we can try to tackle this kind of a nuance, I could say, in border area. Another area of cooperation would be defense cooperation, like Bongo Sagar exercise. It is a naval exercise, and UPSC have asked this kind of a question, like Bongo Sagar exercise and naval exercise is done between India and which country? So you could guess here, that is between India and Bangladesh. Another area of cooperation is connectivity, and we have connectivity not only in terms of railway, road, inland water connectivity and port connectivity. So I have given you the list of rail connectivity from where the rail is start and from where it will end. So you can see here Haldibari till Chilahati in Bangladesh. So UPSC might have asked this question, Chilahati is in which country? Yeah, Haldibari is in which state of India? So this question has been asked already in the EPFO examination. I remember last year that was the Petrapol to Benipol. So the UPSC has done what? Petrapol in Meghalaya till Benipol in Bangladesh, and it is not in Meghalaya, it is in West Bengal. So this kind of a question has been asked. So I request you all to memorize these places because it's important in order to know that what kind of a rail connectivity from where till where we are having. So the places like Haldibari, Petrapol, Gaddi, Zingabad and Radhikapur, these all are in West Bengal, and another side I have given you the name of Bangladesh places where the connectivity of railway we are having. If I talk about the road and inland water connectivity, there are 5 bus services which operate between India and Bangladesh, connecting Kolkata, Agartala, Guwahati to Dhaka and further to Kulna. Apart from that, we have signed in the year 1972 the Inland Waterways Trade and Transit Protocol with Bangladesh. And if I talk about the port connectivity, the use of Chittagong and Mongla port. So another area of UPSC question like Chittagong and Mongla port are where? So it's in Bangladesh. Next, we are going to see economic and commercial cooperation. The bilateral trade between India and Bangladesh has increased in last decade. So there is a kind of a factual data which I have provided. This might change in the next year. You can update it here. Next area of cooperation we can see in the terms of electricity and energy. Bangladesh currently importing 1160 megawatt of electricity from India, and we have certain kind of a joint steering committee on electricity which provide a kind of a bilateral cooperation cross border in order to have a smooth cross border trade of electricity. Another area of cooperation, Rohingya crisis, like we have like in the year, I remember in the year 2017 India has launched the operation in Saniyat in order to provide humanitarian assistance or relief or to the in the camp of refugee camp in Bangladesh. Another area of cooperation, I could say multilateral cooperation. This is one of the most important subtopic, I could say. Like we could see the role of India and Bangladesh in another different platform, be it SAARC or BIMSTEC. In the next slide, we are going to cover the challenges which India and Bangladesh is having. So what all challenges we can see? The first and the foremost is border dispute. So there are certain area and in which has not been fenced and it is open. So there is always a conflict. Like this issues has not been resolved yet. So there is a possibility of conflict in this area. Another is illegal migration. That is not new. It has been happening since long time. before even Bangladesh got liberalized, the illegal migration has been a very dominant challenge between India and Bangladesh. If we talk about the economic challenges, so there is a like very high non-tariff barrier we can see between both the country. Red tapeism is there. So this is also one of the very strong challenge in having a smooth relation or between India and Bangladesh. Another we can see that is security challenges. There is a one group or organization in Bangladesh, that is Jamaat ul Mujahideen of Bangladesh, which has a kind of a which is always active in a terrorist kind of activity. So we have a security challenge. Another we can see the Tista river dispute. So UPSC has asked already question related to Tista river, and Tista river is a right bank tributary of Brahmaputra river, which is also known as Brahmaputra river in Bangladesh, and it is also known as Jamuna river in Bangladesh. So UPSC has asked this question like it flows in which state of India? So it flows in Bangladesh and Sikkim, and the question was also related to the origin of Tista river. Like, does it has the same origin as as Brahmaputra is having its origin? So no, it is not having the same origin. No doubt Tista is also a trans-Himalayan river, but it is not having the same origin as the Bangladesh. Another area of challenge is Chinese investment in Bangladesh. We are seeing that there is an increase in the investment from the China in Bangladesh, as I have mentioned already. Like, China is trying to buy the port, and then like the policy of China is always to give you some kind of economic help, and in order to after giving that help they use your resources, be it natural resources or be it they will buy your port, or they will try to make you somehow sign and compel you to sign this kind of a treaty. The next we are going to see, like, after 15 years of rule, Sheikh Hasina has resigned last year only, and she has to left that country. So like this is one of the another topic, and we can also have one lecture over it, but I don't think it is much important for the UPSC. No doubt it is important when we want to develop our, like, if we have interest in this kind of a topic, then we can have further like reading of that. But here we can see that Sheikh Hasina has left his country and she is residing somewhere else. The interim government has has developed or taken place in Bangladesh, and now today only I have read that there is a possibility that this new Yunus, who is heading the interim government, he is going to have a kind of a coalition government with BNP. And so this is how we are going to see. So what we have subtopic here, that positive development during the Sheikh Hasina regime. So what kind of a positive development we have seen? I'm sorry, this is creating noise. So first was counteracting extremism. Like, we have seen that I have also given the example of organization like Jamaat Islami, which has a certain kind of a terrorist activities. It is a terrorist organization. So Sheikh Hasina government always try to put control or have like a strong hold over their activities. Next is enhanced cooperation. The relationship between India and Bangladesh has increased during the Sheikh Hasina regime of 15 years, and we have seen the development not in terms of a cooperation on border issue, trade and regional security also. Development project, there are a lot of development initiative has been taken from India side in Bangladesh. So we have invested a lot of money in Bangladesh. Next is a strong partnership under Sheikh Hasina, and India and Bangladesh enjoyed a very healthy relationship diplomatic wise. And if I talk about the sensitive, like it has been also blamed that India is actively supporting only one party rule, and that is a party of Sheikh Hasina in Bangladesh. So that is kind of another issue. So the next point which we are going to see, the impact of recent development in Bangladesh. What is this? Like, I have already said that Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina has resigned and left the country. So now the new interim government has been established. So what kind of a development or challenges India is going to face in the coming year? The first is geopolitical encirclement. That I have already put this same thing in your essay topic, ki how India is going to tackle its neighboring countries, or how India is going to tackle its diplomatic relationship with the neighboring countries when their neighboring country is having a certain kind of a turmoil internal turmoil, be it political, financial, other. So here I have listed down the what kind of a relationship between India, China, and Pakistan. What kind of a problem is happening in Nepal? What kind of a problem is taking place in Afghanistan and Maldives? So this is how, and now we can add Bangladesh also in this circle. Why we are adding? Because the new government which is going to be in Bangladesh, that is BNP, Bangladesh Nationalist Party, it does not have soft corner for the India. So somehow it is anti-Indian policy in terms of diplomacy, if I talk. So the next point which we can see, the economic and strategic challenges. So ongoing, there's a lot of ongoing project, as I have mentioned also. During the regime of Sheikh Hasina, we have invested a lot of money in Bangladesh. So now the question arises, after BNP come into the picture or into the power, what will happen to that project? The next point is trade dynamic. Obviously, we are having question on the same thing, like what kind of a new trade policy India is going to have with a new political party in Bangladesh. Next, we are going to see the local and regional challenges. What is this? Like Jamaat Islam, it has some kind of a favor, kind like BNP has always, during the time of BNP, this terrorist organization has been into the dominance. So now we are going to see again the BNP is going to come into the picture. So what is it's going to, like, it is going to again have its dominance, and the terrorist activity would be activated again or not. The next, we are going to see the security and diplomatic challenges. As I already told you, BNP has like it's since very beginning it has not been very favorable towards India. So now we are going to see that anti-India, like, kind of a slogan we are going to see in the future. So does it, like, it's going to create, is it going to create a kind of a hostile environment for India? And is it going to create a tension between India and Bangladesh relationship? The next, we are going to see here the perception of biasness, like Awami League. Then there's a perception that India has a very good close ties with Awami League, and BNP always claim that India always favor one party. India wants to have only one party rule in Bangladesh. So this kind of a perception of biasness is going to create a new challenge for India-Bangladesh relationship. Insurgent group, the United Liberation Front of Assam, that is operating in Bangladesh. So we are going to see that what kind of a, like, are they going to activate it in future if the new party came, and if they are being activated, what kind of an impact it's going to be going to have on India. Next is public opposition. We can see here that India Out campaign, that is have a kind of a very loud in Bangladesh in recent term. So this is all we have seen, like this would be the challenges which India has to face if the new party, like if a new party is already going to be in picture. So India has to play a very diplomatic role, and it has to take very cautious step in order to have a healthy and a good relationship with Bangladesh. Yeah, after, like, now we are concluding this topic, so we can see, you can use this conclusion as it is in your mains answer. Like, we are seeing the political change, so how India is going to do, India should remain vigilant in protecting its strategic interest, particularly in the area of country security and connectivity. Like I have already said that India is having, there's a lot of area where we haven't faced the border between India and Bangladesh. There's a lot of investment from India side which we have done in Bangladesh. So we have to be very vigilant in order to protect this kind of a our interest in Bangladesh. And apart from that, we can have a balanced approach in diplomacy. Like one time, like on one hand, we have to look after the concern of minorities in Bangladesh, and we have to also see the regional stability. So we have to balance it in that way. So what all resources I have referred here, you can see the Ministry of External Affairs. I have referred to the think tank publication also, and newspaper, today's newspaper I have gone through. And so this is all from my side. I hope I have given some points which might have increased your knowledge in terms of India and Bangladesh relationship. That's all from my side, and I hope to see you all tomorrow with the new theme which we are going to cover from tomorrow newspaper. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you soon.